As a business owner, at any time of the day or night, I should know the cost structure. I have to plan cost, manage them, and forecast revenues, forecast income, actually. The question is if my current tools that I use allow me to quickly access such data. As a responsible managers, we should either have financial data already prepared long before, or be sure that I have constant access to my financial data in my system. Then the next question, actually, the next question that you should ask yourself is, who is my client and who do I lose my client, and why, how actually I lose my clients? Let's start first with the first part of the question. Who are my clients? Are they women or men? What age are they? Where do they come from? How do they get to us? If they are children, what their parents are doing during the courses? How did they find about us? Remember, what I know about my clients will allow me, first of all, to better serve them, and secondly, to acquire new ones more efficiently. If most of my clients, for example, are students the nearby university, this is where I should invest my advertising resources, actually. How long has my statistical client been my client, and why he left? Have you asked these questions to your former clients? If you have any kind of system for managing customer relationships, you definitely have the option to generate a list of former clients. These are the basic of retention, which is influenced not only the retention value, the retention KPI is influenced not only by the acquisition of new customer, but also by the loss of existing one. And to minimize customer loss, we need to know why they left us. By the way, the retention index itself is very interesting value. In the fitness industry, you will hear about this index in every lecture, every book or guide about the customer service. And in the climbing industry, we notice that still this KPI is still unknown. There are specialists who focus their services only on this value. I recommend on LinkedIn, actually there is a quote in this slide, Dr. Paul Bedford on LinkedIn, he named himself like retention guru. Although Paul focused primarily with the processes of the fitness industry, customer service itself is similar in climbing gym, in the climbing reception, and in the fitness receptions. For me, the most important indicators that I should observe as a manager, and I'm not talking about only the current value. I'm talking about the history of the indicators and the impact of my activities on these indicators. So these are for sure retention, saturation of the facility, number of customers at risk, and number of active members. It is difficult to determine whether our changes that we bring to the object are positive, bring a positive effect without having a reliable indicator, reliable KPI. If I change my cost structure, for example, in marketing, and I switch from Facebook ads to Google ads, my indicator for such change is the number of visits on the website and the new customer acquired. If I change, for example, the receptionist or the instructor who do the classes, do the courses in a given group, I also have to check whether this change is good or not. And I know that sometimes such approach to data can scare us, and we still have to listen to our intuition. But let's use both of these tools, the intuition and the data. Can my potential client register on my website? If so, what data will I require for him, what data my website will require from him to register. This is one of the first question we should ask ourselves when we are planning to sell online. The process itself must be as user experience as possible. It must have the fewer steps as probably possible. On the other hand, we want to know as much about our client, about our visitor as possible. We have to find the best compromise, the best way possible, the best proportion between our expectation and user experience.
It's difficult to prepare a presentation that will satisfy all of you, so I'm sorry. We don't have enough time for that, so let's agree to meet halfway, at least today. In return, I will provide specific solutions and ideas that you can incorporate into any climbing walls marketing activities. The main goal of these solutions is to create a better marketing funnel using digital marketing tools. My specialty is growth marketing, but my role is not limited to company growth. I also work with our clients. I show how to discover the full potential of our solution by integrating it with other marketing tools. So my goal is to increase your sales of products and services, to grow your audience, to increase your conversion rate and get the user to click and, depending on the type of service, register somewhere or make a purchase. So how I work, let me explain. I analyze climbing wall websites to check if analytical tools have been installed to identify potential customers. I check communication channels to see whether the potential customers is taken care when they visit your website. I review ways to generate leads. I verify that the channel, the website, and the client's funnel are, connected. I also make sure that the client has the knowledge and skills to properly implement suggested changes related to the implementation of marketing tools within the company website and the client's funnel. While working with clients, managers, owners of sports facilities, climbing walls, yoga studios, or fitness clubs, I have noticed some recurrent problems. I see them regardless of the type of sports facility or the country of operation. So what are the problems?